Good morning. Want to get California Today by email? Here's the sign up. Today's introduction comes from Keith Bradsher, our senior writer for Asia Economics and Business. China's push to become a major player in electric cars is already shaking up the global auto industry. California's governor is hoping it will also give the state an advantage in its continuing showdown with Detroit over battery-powered vehicles. Gov. Jerry Brown said on Wednesday evening at an event in San Francisco that China's electric car effort would help California withstand demands from American automakers that the state ease back on its effort to put more clean-burning vehicles on the road. California mandates that manufacturers sell a small but growing percentage of electric cars or plug-in hybrid vehicles, which run on both gasoline and electricity. Detroit says the mandate is technologically infeasible. Even now, some of the automobile companies are trying to come out and say, "Gee, the standards in a few years will be too tough," Governor Brown said. "Will you let us off the hook?" But speaking at the New York Times' Climate Tech Conference, Governor Brown said China's push puts pressure on Detroit's automakers to more quickly embrace electric cars or be overwhelmed by the competition. "We have an ace card called China in the dispute," he said. China imposed in September a complex formula that compels automakers to sell more electric cars starting in 2019 or be banned from selling gasoline-powered cars. In response, global automakers are moving to expand sharply their electric car production and sales. California is the largest market for electric cars in the United States, and the world's second largest after China. The Trump administration has begun moving to weaken overall fuel economy standards in the United States. Still, Governor Brown said, California and China together are such an important part of global car sales that they represent two formidable domains that even Mr. Trump can't overcome. The Chinese government said in September that it would phase out the sale of cars with internal combustion engines, a goal that Britain, France, India, and Norway have already announced. Li Junfen, a key architect of China's energy policies and senior advisor, said on the conference sidelines that China had not yet picked a year for the phase-out to be completed. Still, he added, "I think China will be earlier than other countries." Please note, we regularly highlight articles on news sites that have limited access for non-subscribers. An American citizen was mistakenly targeted for deportation. He's not alone. Since 2002, Immigration and Customs Enforcement has wrongly identified at least 2,840 United States citizens as possibly eligible for deportation. Los Angeles Times: Harvey Weinstein's long shadow, it's awards season again. Could there be a worse time for Hollywood to celebrate itself? The New York Times. Andy Rubin, a former Google executive who is widely credited with creating Android smartphone software, has taken a leave of absence from the startup he now runs after a published report revealed an investigation into a relationship with a female employee while Mr. Rubin worked at Google.